father. We're gonna kind of touch on it like pause. But
Uh-huh.
as of lately, we've seen that they've been doing pretty good for themselves. I didn't think they were gonna be in this position.
Yeah.
Um, so the team's been doing pretty well, and I can't really say much bad thing about the team. And how you feel about the Lakers as of right now?
There's one thing we have to highlight, right? Me,
Hmm.
I always say this, right? Coaches make a lot of difference. Like
Hmm.
if you look at Lakers now to prior years, you can see that, right? JJ
Yeah.
Redick coming in. Me, my biggest thing with the coach is when you come into the organization, right? Your focal point is the players that you already have, like getting them players better for getting them
In a better
over the
position.
edge a little bit. Like the players you have now, getting them player better, putting them in better position for they can perform. And you can see how effective he's been since he came to from what they have prior to now.
Yeah.
You can see the team structure. JJ Redick is actually, to me, like I didn't think like he will have this much success considering they didn't make any trades. They have a good, I would say, like here, that one kid that they drafted, Connect, he's been
Yeah.
good. But other than that, you can see the progress that he's made as a coach coming into. This is the first head coaching job in the NBA, so a lot of
Yeah.
people's not looking at that. That's big, right? So that's my point. Like as a coach coming into the organization, just getting those players like better first before, because next year I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna start making some move. As you can see, he's pushing D'Lo down to the bench, right? So that's actually I kind of like that's that it looking like maybe in the next whatever, like in the next they're gonna start making some plans with bringing in some other player that fit his system, because I don't think this is necessarily his team because he hasn't signed anybody, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my take on that.
I agree. Like it's not much I can disagree in that, for that case. Like I think like JJ Redick is a good coach. I think he's a good fit. He's a
Mm.
shooter, so I can you can see that the players are shooting more. I feel like they're putting more effort into their jump shot, right? And also like another thing that I would say that is Anthony Davis been playing at an MVP level.
Yeah.
Again, Connect was a great pickup. He can shoot it. He's not scared of the moment. Also, he's polished. He's older, right? Compared to
Yeah.
other people,
Yeah.
and my whole thing is, recently they lost to like the Denver Nuggets, right? Yesterday they
Mhm.
lost. They're
Yesterday,
in the
yeah.
last 14 games. I think they're 13-1, and also they lost that the game before they lost to Orlando Magic by like 1 point. So I feel like there's some tighten up they need to do, and also they
Hmm.
need to get over the hump when they come to
Yeah.
Denver. I feel like Denver is their kryptonite, and Anthony Davis, excuse me, has to like show and improve like he's been doing all year.
Hmm.
He has to like come out there and show the Jokers that look, it's you've been doing this for as long as me, and we've been losing to you, and I have to be the guy that's gonna that's gonna be the difference maker. I have to, I have to either outscore you, whatever he has to do to make the team get over the hump to beat the Denver Nuggets, because LeBron is a lot older and Anthony Davis should be the guy that's taking over. So I think a lot of blame falls on him. Obviously the team
Hmm.
overall, but I think he's the
Yeah.
guy that needs to step up to make a change.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree because, like, bro, I don't know what it is, but because like the Nuggets, they're not the same team as they was on the year they won it, right?
Yep.
But for some reason, like every time they play against the Lakers, like you see, like they can never like for some reason I don't know, they haven't figured that out, like how to really dominate like the Denver Nuggets. Because yesterday, I think yesterday was if you look at it, yesterday was like the Anthony Davis, one of his like worst game, because he had like I think he had like 14 points, like
Yeah.
eight board, and he was like I think it's like 16
He
or
might have had a double double, but he didn't have a good game. You're right.
yeah. So like I think that's the one thing they need to kind of try to kind of, because that's the team they bound to face one if they want to make it to the NBA Finals, right?
Yeah.
That's the team they have to get past, right? There's other teams, but I feel like in the recent year, there's been a team that's been really knocking them out every year. So I think JJ Redick will figure out LeBron. You know, with AD, they got a lot of year under their belt, so I think they
Yeah,
will figure that out. But watching the game yesterday, they need to get that.
it's
They need to
80.
get that.
Again, like he had 14 points. You're right, and then 10 rebound, 3 assists. He was 6 for 19. He shot 31% from the field, that's terrible, right? Because I think
Yeah.
he normally averaged about 50, 56,
Hmm.
52. This
Yeah.
year he's averaging 55. So he's averaging 30 points, and 11, 2.8
Hmm.
assists, and shooting 55 from the field. Those are
Right.
great numbers. Those are MVP numbers, right? So, but the number look great. But the team that you need to beat are like the Denver Nuggets, right? The Golden States. Those are
Warriors.
the those are the teams that you need to worry about. So especially the Denver Nuggets, right? They
Yeah.
they might they're having a roller coaster right now. To me, they're still the best team in the NBA. To me,
Yeah.
they have too many weapons, right? They added Westbrook to the team,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
they're more dangerous to me going forward. And plus, you have the Joker, which he's having a phenomenal season like always. His numbers look ridiculous. If they get enough wins, he can win MVP. Go ahead.
Yeah, and there's one thing also in the beginning of the season what people is not recognizing. Jamal Murray actually he's actually has picking up a little bit.
Correct.
If you see like now, like he's actually picking up a little bit. So
Yeah.
that's dangerous because him and Joker, their connection is kind of crazy. We've seen that in the past years in the
Yep.
finals yeah. So
And I would
I
say
think
this: nobody's having a better season than the Joker right now. I would say the only person I can argue is two people I can argue. Anthony Davis, probably the second closest, and then Jason Tatum. Right now, like he's averaging 30.3 points per game, 13.9 rebound, and 11.2 assists. He's averaging a triple double, and it's not even like he almost getting there. It's triple double.
Yeah.
He's well over 10 rebound, and he's also over 10 assists. So he's actually dominating the NBA right now. I don't think we ever seen this type of we've seen crazy number, but like from a guy that's not athletic, just pure off skills and things like that. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
I think also like Giannis also.
oh yeah, correct. I forgot to mention that. That is a good point. And then we gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that later on.
Yeah.
And how you feel about LeBron so far in his 22nd year in the NBA? Also, he got 4 triple doubles so far for this season. How do you feel about his performance and his age?
Bro. Like I don't know, bro. Bro, to me, LeBron the best player to ever play the basketball, bro.
For sure.
It's like his consistency. I don't think that's something, bro. Like I was watching Gilbert Arena and them podcasts the other day. They were talking about the age he's at. He's been the best, right? Like in terms of numbers, at every age from 20 all the way up to like the age he's at right now in terms of numbers.
Correct.
Like and then in terms of like, bro, they was making comparison when when Jordan was in this age, like his average was to Brown is almost mediocre, like compared to Brown.
Correct.
Like it's crazy. It's like he's almost averaging triple double. Like he's like closer to that because he's like, bro, I've never seen any sport. I've never seen this much, being this, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Cause I did look. I mean, MJ numbers didn't look. He averaged 22 when he played for the Wizard.
Yeah.
But it was games where he like scored 2 points. It was game that he scored 8 points. Game that he scored 6 points. If LeBron do that right now, we would like, yeah, retire. And he like again, like the way he's being the way he has been scrutinized as a superstar in this league, we haven't seen nothing like it. So what MJ did for that year, averaging 22 points, some of this, game stats, if those same stats show up in LeBron's stat numbers, they would kill LeBron, retire. 2 points, he did. I think he had 2 games where he had like 2 points.
There's one stat that I also saw people like really don't take a look at this. Like LeBron has never averaged below double figure his whole career.
Yep, that's true.
He scored at least 10 points or more his whole career.
He's the king, like
bro. Like you actually gotta look into that, bro. That shit crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie.
LeBron, there's like, and to me, him and CR7 to me are one in the same.
Yeah. His tendency to read the games, like his IQ, like it's crazy.
Yeah. And how do you feel about Connect? How do you feel about his impact in the game? How do you feel about the pick? And do you think LeBron was lying when he said that Connect was gonna be the guy That
I didn't actually saw that clip, the original one when he
yeah,
said that he's watching them. But
yeah.
I mean, we know LeBron for capping a lot, so
LeBron got
I'm gonna give him
mad.
the benefit of the doubt. He probably, like if you see a college player, but for me right now, I think like a lot of people is gonna downplay him because of his age, and that don't matter, bro. Once you make it to the pros, like bro, is now it's the pros. Like there's no such thing as age, right?
Yeah.
He's a rookie, and he's shooting that like he's shooting lights out right now. So for me, the rookie like conversation is between him and Jerry McCann. The only thing I think is gonna hurt Jerry McCann because of his team. His team is kind of ass. Like the Sixers bad. So I mean I don't know how the votings go. Like do they still like has there ever been
Um.
a time when the team's been terrible and the players has won the rookie
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
year?
for sure, because you have to understand as rookies, especially if you like a lottery
Like a early
pick,
pick.
you're usually
Mm-hmm.
going to a terrible team. So I
Yeah,
don't think they
terrible.
grade them on that level. Their value is not what. But if they do end up helping the team get
Mm-hmm.
to a certain
To a certain level.
yeah, correct. That probably give them like a booster. But in terms of on an even playing level, I think it's based on
Mm-hmm.
individual performance, how that one person is contributing to. Performing on his team. Contribution also matter too. I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter. I think
Yeah.
they would matter if it's like neck and neck, who's having a better season based on who's more valuable to their team. If it's neck and neck, but if it's just pure both team is garbage, they're looking at it from a standpoint of who's performing better. So
'Cause
I would say
yeah.
McCann to me right now is the
Yeah.
rookie of the year.
Yeah, because even if you look at like the Fox Sport has a stat like he's leading, like he's like minus 155 of winning the rookie, and then Connect is like plus 300. That's a healthy, that's a
Yeah. So they have McCann ahead, right?
yeah, that McCann
Yeah,
had.
like that boy is
And
nice.
in the first 5 years, Zach Edey, he was running with that. Like he had a really good first 5 games, and
Yeah.
McCann just took off. Like he can shoot, bro. He can do everything. He can grab a boy, and he's not that tall. He's like I think 6'2".
Yeah, yeah.
But he can shoot. Like he's a really good shooter.
Like he's
So
definitely
yeah.
tough. He's definitely tough.
So
Lock in, man.
both of them been very effective for their team, bro. Like bro, Connect he dropped 9 threes the other night. The last night they won because they've been losing back to back. But yeah, both of them is been. It's just like for McCain, he came to the teams. Like if the Sixers had they stuck together, he probably could have had even a way more better season.
No, for
Like
sure, for sure.
but
I can definitely see that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I like Connect. He's a pretty good player. He's another sniper.
yeah.
But let's move along.